Hey YouTube, this is Awesome Dude here with Decklist. Updated Blackwings. This has actually been getting me between 5th and 2nd place at my locals. First place, he's always changing his strategy, so I'm trying to build a side deck to counteract him. But, of course, the side decks also counteract against Dark Worlds. Wind-ups are coming back a little bit. Heretics are still pretty much up there. Dino Rabbit's about to hit the fields again any day. I just haven't seen any played yet at my local. Sorry that the camera's wobbly, table's wobbly. So let's get straight to the deck list. It may be a Blackwing deck, but running these cards, they push the Thunder King because they have 1900 defense. And they blast a monster, so they're man-eater bugs with steroid defense with 3 stars, so you can rank for a 3 rank, or you can sink for, on average, 5 to 6 stars. Plus, the snow man-eaters, they're really good. Siding out if you're going against a skill drain deck, because then they're just defense, and you don't really need those. 3 Thunder Kings. I run 3 because 1, they stop adding, so it's a good strike over Sangan. 2, it's a 1900 attack point monster. And 3, you do need some light monsters for this deck because I do run a Lackluster Soldier Envoy. Easily replaceable by a Chaos Sorcerer, though. Plus, it's great. You can just Tribute, even if skill drains out. Tribute, effect activates Engrave, and you just get rid of their special summon monster. Now time for the staples. 3 Blizzard the Far North. 3 Shura the Blue Flames. And 3 Bora the Spears. So pretty much you've got your classic Blackwings here. These are ran in every Blackwing deck. Normally the triples. The Boras, you get to special summon them. If you do run the Sirocco or choose to run the Sirocco, that's good because you'll summon Sirocco, special the Bora, 3700 the Bora, and Pierce. It's always good. Next card, the Shuras. They're the searchers of the deck. They're the special summoners. They're good. You strike into something, bring out the Clute, or you strike into something, bring out the Gale, main phase 2, sink. Something like that. It doesn't really matter because the effect is negated, so Gale will lose that halving. But the non-special summon card of the deck, he does special summon something, but he does not special summon, is Blizzard the Far North. You normal summon it, bring back in defense mode, Blackwing. Oh no, you have a face-down defense position monster. Sink off for Armed Wing. And then you'll have a Piercer who can gain 500 attack points. Next, Clute just hit 2 not too long ago. So, obviously you want to run 2 because they activate during the damage calculation. Sure, they can still use Chalice, sure they can use Lance, but Clute's always good because it will boost you by 1400. And there's not a lot of cards out there that can boost over that. Well, there are, but they're not as fun to use. Gale the Whirlwind, pretty common card. Gale the Whirlwind, 3-star tuner, 1300 can half. Pretty much ran in almost every deck. Oops. 1 Honor Vayu. I will show actually a couple strategies at the end that involve Honor Vayu that many people don't normally think of. 1 Mole, because it's a bouncer. Even if Thunder King's out, you still bounce. Dark Armed, Daddy. The Poppers. You're always reducing and rechanging the number of darks in your grave. So he's always good. And then Blackluster Soldier. He's a Blackluster Soldier. You're running 3 Thunder Kings just for him. Okay, on to the spells. And I believe that was actually 21 monsters. I believe that there are 20 spell/traps. I run 2 Pot of Duality. They're the searchers, obviously. There's a lot of special summon, but you'll normally go Pot of Duality, go for the Snowman, go for the Thunder, or go for the Shura. Then you've got 2 Lances. They attack into you, you lance them during the damage calc. Simple as that. They attack into the Shura, woot, you get another monster because you destroyed something. Staple in Blackwings is Black Whirlwind. Now, one thing that is nice, since I added in the Vayu, you're able to search it off the Gale or the Blizzard if you have Black Whirlwind out, because it's only 800 attack points. So it gives you that last and final search. Book of Moon, it's Book of Moon. Typhoon, it's Typhoon. I only run one. You can sideboard another. You can main deck two. I don't care. I find one works for me. Then, of course, Staple Dark Hole, Staple Monster Reborn, Staple Heavy. That's it for the spells. It's pretty light on spells, but pretty equal in comparison. 2 Dimensional Prisons. You attack, you de-prison. The normal bit with the de-prisons. Bottomless Trap Holes, especially with Rescue Rabbit coming back. I use Rabbit, I special summon 2 Sabersaurus. Bottomless Trap Hole gets rid of both of them. 2 Icarus attacks. The only reason I run 2, 3 is too cloggy, but 2 will actually be able to do something in the deck and you won't draw it too often. And last few cards are 2 Solemn Warnings and the Solemn Judgment. Staple Traps. Okay, going into the side deck, I run 2 Dark Bribes because they're fun, they're interesting, and they're great counters. It'll counter the Solemns, so you'll be able to do stuff. 2 Compulses. Compulse is a wonderful card in general. Why not run 3? I run 2. You can change that yourself. 3 Macrocosmos. Now, this card, the only reason that I'm mainly running it now, although I know rabbits can plus off this quite a lot, the Dark World's in the meta, the Wind-Ups again are in the meta, the Heretics are in the meta, all those involve going to the grave. So Macro will stop that. And actually I've been seeing a few empty jars come back, so it also messes with that. 3 Light Imprisoning Mirrors. You sideboard these when you're going against Light Sworn, Heretic, Twilight. I know that's still Light Sworn, but whatever. You side it against a light deck. Monsters for the side deck. 2 Maxi. I find 3 really cloggy. I run 2 because you'll still get the drop on your opponent. 2 Feign the Steal. They're good if you know that you can get your opponent down to a low amount of life points. Then what you can do is normal summon it. Well, sideboard it first. Normal summon it, attack for 500, game possibly. Or make it so Sirocco powers it up if you decide to run Sirocco, which I do sideboard 1 Sirocco just for this situation. Only 1, I find 2 is a little too cloggy. And last but not least, Zephyros. He's Zephyros. Blackwings need Zephyros. Okay. Extra deck. Zenmains. I run 1. I would suggest running 2 instead of Acid Golem, but Acid Golem's a great last moment card, and you can go for it. If they have nothing, you swing, that's game. That's it for the 3 ranks. My 4 ranks are 2 Utopias and a Photon Butterfly Pleon thing. They're always good because you attack into something. Oh, it's a Reaper. Overlay into Photon. Target. Auto-destroy. That's pretty much why you run the Photon. 3 Armed Wings. You can take one of these out and put in a Magical Android, Allied Justice Catastrophe. It runs great with 2. I run 3 because I don't have another 5-star that I can go for, besides the TG Hyper Librarian. That's my only 5-star. I'm going to show off a combo in a minute, so I'm going to put that off to the side. Ancient Fairy and Black Rose. They're really staple in this deck because you got 3000 Defensor and you got Blaster, pretty much. They're just there to clean up. 2 Armor Master. I find 3 cloggy, but 2 you'll still be able to take the hit and keep him out, even if they destroy 1, because you can sync off for another. 1 Scrap Dragon. Just in case you special summon a 5-star from their graveyard, you can sync off for the Scrap Dragon and have a popper. And then another one of the combos is Silverwind. There's a ruling with that, and I'm going to show you something with these two. So if you pretty much were looking for the deck, that's it. If you want to see the interesting thing, then feel free to stick around. It involves Honor, Shura, and yeah, let's go with Armor Master. Why not? Okay, so let's say that you summon out Shura this turn. You attack into one of their monsters and destroy it. Special summon Vayu. Main phase 2, sync off, you go for TG Hyper Librarian. Ooh, now you got the Hyper Librarian. If there was a 5-star Blackwing Synchro, then you could go straight out for the 5-star Blackwing Synchro, but you can't. So let's say instead, Armor Master's in the grave, and because you did that, Vayu's in the grave. You banish your Vayu, Armor Master, bring 4 silver. So you just went from 25 beat stick, that can't be destroyed, to 28 beat stick, that's just kind of sitting there as a final defense. If you need a few cards, it's a great stall. That's pretty much it, YouTube. Awesome Dude signing out. I am bringing a shout out to Mr. U Frail. So, Fail, sorry. You Fail. F-A-Y-L. Mr. U as in the letter, Fail. Awesome guy, I know him in real life. Subscribe to him. Thank you, YouTube. See ya.